screening exam for manual muscle testing is the 3. Okay, and remember we defined a 3 out of 5 as through full range of motion and can hold it against gravity for 5 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to stabilize just like we did with internal and external rotation, because we want that femur level, is we're going to stabilize the test leg with a towel to keep the femur level. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stabilize here, and because the most common thing in males or in anybody is tight hamstrings, if he had really tight hamstrings, he would lean back, and that would be what you would see is the substitution. Okay, if his hamstrings are tight, you're going to see your patients lean back to give you room, because again it crosses the hip and the knee. In order to get this, you have to give up room here. So you just pull that thing over there. So another thing that can happen, other substitutions, if you start to see hip rotation or hip rotation, that you're looking at other muscles kind of taking over for quads. And so you want to make sure that they come out straight. So the thing I'm going to have you do today is I'm going to have you bring your knees straight up. What am I doing? Oh, relax and let me move you. I'm going to have you bring your knees straight up, just like that. What am I doing?
Stabilizing the femur.
I'm assessing end feel. I'm making sure he has full range of motion available. Okay? By checking it before doing the test, I now know he should be able to go through full range of motion. Okay? So can you do that for me? Hold it up there for 5 seconds. Bend it just a little bit. Right? A little more. Right there. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. He's at least a 3 out of 5. Okay. Now I'm going to apply resistance. And again, the amount of resistance I apply, I just am going to go one test, and I'm going to just start applying resistance, and I'm going to increase my resistance. I'm going to go through the 4 and the 5. Okay? So what I'm going to do is say, okay, go ahead and do that again. Hold it up. Bend it down a little bit. Okay? And don't let me push you down. And I'm going to start off. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's 5 out of 5. He took maximal resistance, and he didn't break. And we are using isometric brake testing for this anyway. I didn't say that before. But so he's a 5 out of 5. Now, if he had have been a 4 out of 5, he might have come up, and as I started, he could have held it, and then for a couple of seconds, and then he would have started going down. You don't see him go, oh, usually. You guys will have to fake that a little bit, but they don't usually just like, oh yeah, I forgot, I'm 4. You know, they don't do that very often. But what they do is, as you push, they start to go down. I start to be able to overpower him. So he wasn't even a 4 there. Okay, because he couldn't go for the 5 seconds with moderate resistance. Okay, so that 4 and 5, I told you, anything above 3 becomes a little bit subjective. You know, it's not nearly as clear cut as below 3. So here's what a 3 would look like. Go ahead and bring your foot all the way up and bring it down a little bit and hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't hold it for 5 seconds. So he got it all the way through full range, but he couldn't hold it there for the 5 seconds. Okay? Or it would be he would come up part way. He can't get through the full range he has available, and then it goes down. So you either can't make full range, or he can get full range, but he can't hold it there for the full 5 seconds. So now what I know is he's not a 3. He's less than a 3. So now I go to a gravity eliminated position. Okay, this is where gravity eliminated comes in. So I'm going to lay you on your side. I'm going to lay you on your left side with your head down that way. So I'm laying him on his non-test side. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him bend this leg if he wants to. And what is the test? I am doing knee extension. So I'm going to start him in a flexed position, and I'm going to support his thigh right here. And I'm going to come up under his leg, okay? Wade, what I'd like you to do today, just relax your leg, I've got you, is I want you to kick your knee straight out just like that. Okay, can you do that? He's in gravity eliminated. He went through full range of motion. He's a 2. Okay. Now, a 2 minus would be he could only go through part range of motion. A 2 plus, he could go through full range of motion, and I could give him a little resistance and he could hold it there. So, again, we're not doing pluses or minuses in this class. But full range of motion, gravity eliminated, is a 2. Now, if he could not, if I have him here, if he couldn't move his leg while he was in seated position, then what I can do is put my hands right across his quads right here, and go ahead and try, and I can feel the muscles contract underneath my hand. So a lot of times, for ones, you're palpating, if you're palpating the lateralis, you're right up here, you can feel the quad, the lateralis really contract right there. You can feel the medialis really contract right here, okay, and the rectus right here, okay. So you palpate right across there, and you can feel, if you feel a contraction or see a contraction, relax. Relax your quad. Okay, tighten it. Relax it. Tighten it. See that? That is a visible contraction. Or you can feel it. Most of the time I go for feel. Because when they have a lot of soft tissue, you can't always see it. Okay? Okay. So that's the quads stuff.